Hey guys, what's up? It's Eric with Advanced Level Automotive. Welcome back to the channel. Before I start today's video, I just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is you celebrate. I just hope you guys had a good one. I hope you were able to enjoy it with family, friends, people that you care about. And yeah, I just hope you guys have a good one. Anyways, right behind me, I have a 2003 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Now, there's really nothing special about this one. This isn't really a case study or a diagnostic video at all. This thing actually came in for an oil change, but funny thing happened is when I went to pull this thing in, I actually got stuck inside. So let me show you what's going on. All right, so I got inside the vehicle so I can pull it inside to do the oil change. And I shut the door, and let me go ahead and just start this thing up. Anyway, so after pulling the vehicle inside, I went ahead and I tried to get out by using the door handle. And to my dismay, the door handle actually doesn't open the door. And so I was like, okay, well, maybe I'll just roll the window down so that, you know, I can maybe stick my hand through the window so I can open it from the outside. But the window switch isn't working. Window does not go down. So now if you look at the other windows, they actually go up and down. There's that window and the two back ones I can actually roll down. But the driver's side window that I need to roll down to get to the door handle on the outside doesn't roll down. So let me show you what I had to do to get out. So I rolled the window down for the rear driver's side, rolled it all the way down, or as far down as I can get it. And I just had to stick my arm through here, come on this side of the glass, and see if I can get this. Okay, I'm gonna have to lean the seat back a little bit so I can do this. Oh, the seat track is not working. Great. Okay guys, I might be stuck in here now. Oh, come on. Oh, okay, I got it, like Houdini. Anyways, guys, so obviously I was able to get out of the vehicle, and so I asked the lady, the customer, I'm like, hey, you didn't tell me that your door didn't open. And she said, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that. And I said, well, why didn't you ask about it? You know, you would think that would be something that she'd be interested in fixing, but apparently she didn't have the funds to try to get this thing fixed. She really only had enough money to do the oil change, and I guess to her the oil change was more important than getting her door fixed. And you know, to me, I was like, no way, there's no way you're going to be doing this, because she actually has a newborn baby and the car seat's in the back, and so the baby sits in the back, and every time she's got to get out of the truck, either she has to jump across this center console to go out of the passenger side, or she has to do the maneuver that I just did to try to open the door. And then I asked her how long she's been doing this, and she said it's been about 6 months she's been doing it this way. So you know, I've been in some pretty bad situations myself. I know what it's like not being able to afford to do the things that you need to do. And it's just not a situation that I wish upon anybody. So, you know, honestly, I see nothing wrong with trying to take this thing apart and seeing if we can fix it. I mean, maybe we can get this thing working without having to spend any money. So that's the plan here, guys. We're going to go ahead and remove this door panel, and we're going to see if we can fix whatever it is that came apart. Hopefully we can do this without having to charge her any money. And if we can't, I mean, worst case, at least we know what's wrong with it. Maybe we can make plans to fix it in the future. But really, my goal is to try to get this thing working today. So without further ado, let's get started. All right, guys, so before we get started, I just picked out a few tools that I'm pretty sure we're gonna need. Got my little impact driver, got some pry tools, screwdriver, and some other plastic pry tools, some extensions. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so it actually looks like this panel's already kind of halfway coming off. Looks like somebody's already removed this panel multiple times, so this shouldn't be too difficult. Looks like somebody kind of jerry-rigged a sheetrock screw into the door panel here, so it's probably the first thing we're gonna go ahead and pull. I got a Phillips screwdriver. Take this screw out. I don't think that's factory installed. So looks like we got that loose. I think maybe the door handle. Might need to pop it out. Really, I think this door panel is ready to come off. It looks like there's one 10mm screw right in here. Get a little extension. Whoa! Yeah, that thing was ready to come off. All right, so now I don't think I'm really going to be able to fix the window because this is probably going to require the replacement of some type of part. I think the first thing I want to focus on is the door handle and seeing if maybe there's something mechanical, maybe a plastic clip, maybe a rod that came loose, something that, you know, we can just reconnect it and not have to replace any parts. So I'm going to go ahead and disconnect everything connected to the door panel here. And there we have the door panel. Now, I guess one of the things I wanted to look at as far as the door panel or the door handle's on this side right here. This right here is the lever for the door handle. So if I move it, you'll see that the handle itself looks like it's working. And this is where the rod goes through. So the rod is right here. And it is actually still connected to the latch. Let me set that aside. Well, I don't know where this connector goes, but it was just in there. Oh yeah, so mechanically this rod is still attached. Okay, so we have two rods. This one's for the handle, and this one I believe is for the lock. So that locks it, unlocks it, lock, unlock, and then this is to actually open the door. So mechanically everything is still attached in there. Let me show you. All right, so let me take you inside the door. This is the rod for the door handle, and if we look inside, you'll see where it's attached to the door latch there. Now if you look at that rod, I'm going to move it in and out. You'll see that it's still attached to the door latch. So mechanically that thing's still attached. I wonder if it just came off on the handle here. So you know what I'm going to try to do? I'm going to try to get inside the vehicle. I'm going to shut the door and I'm going to pull this by hand and see if we can open the door like that. All right guys, so let's hope we don't get stuck inside again. We shut the door and the door is closed. So again, this is for the lock and unlock. This one right here is for the door handle. So let's go ahead and pull this and hope the door opens. There we go. Voila. Door opens. Let's try that again. Shut the door. Oh. Uh-oh. Got to be careful not to squish this harness here. And we're going to have to figure out where it was connected to, but we'll figure that out here in a second. Let's shove that back in where it was. Shut the door. And let's pull on this. And the door opens. Okay, so yeah, the door latch is good. The rod is good. I wonder if maybe it just came out of the door handle. The little hole that is on the handle. Man, this might be a really simple fix. So let me go ahead and put the door panel back on. I'm going to install the handle. And maybe we'll put some type of security clip or something on here so that the handle or the rod doesn't come off of the handle. All right, so just to explain to you guys the plan of action here. Again, this is the door handle on the inside. And if you look, there's a hole right here. And this hole is where the rod goes through, where it's attached to the door handle. So I'm pretty sure what happened is the rod came out. So what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to secure that rod in place. And what we're going to do is we're going to use these E-clips. I have this assortment of E-clips, and we are going to find the correct size. And we're going to use that to secure the rod in place. Maybe something like this. Let me see. So, oh, I dropped it. Okay, I heard it hit the floor, but I don't see where it went. So let me just grab another one. I think, no, that's a little too small. Maybe one of these. All right, guys, so I was able to find the correct size. As you can see, this is a little E-clip that we're going to put on there. Now, the thing about these E-clips is that really for them to work properly, they really need to have some type of ridge or indentation that these clips can sit in. So I think what I might have to do is maybe take a die grinder and just cut a slit in this rod so that this clip can really stay securely in there. So all right, now you can see that I cut a nice slit right there. Nothing too big, but just enough for our E-clip to sit in there securely. So let's go ahead and reinstall the door panel, make sure this thing works. Before I forget to mention this, the connector that we found laying in here actually connects to the door lock actuator. So it's gonna plug that back in. Now, I don't know if it works or not, but we should just connect it anyway. So there we go. I just heard it click, so now it's nice and secured. So make sure it's not in the way of this rod. And we are good to go. All right, guys, so I'm sorry I couldn't really show you the installation of the E-clip while I was putting the door panel on. There really isn't any space in there, so it was hard enough for even me to see it while I was doing it. So anyways, we got everything installed. Looks like the door handle's working, but now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's go ahead and see if this door opens from the inside. Voila. Now, just to be sure, I'm gonna go ahead and open it and close it a few times just to make sure the rod doesn't come out and that she doesn't have any problems down the road. So let's go ahead and do it a few times. I think we're good. All right, guys, so it looks like we were able to fix the vehicle, and the best part about it is that it was free. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it useful. I hope you found it entertaining, maybe even educational. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thanks.